ocean. It whispers ancient tales, hides forgotten cities, and sometimes it simply makes things vanish. For the people of Kerala, one such vanishing act remains a chilling open book: the MV Kairali. While recent news has focused on shipwrecks off our coast, a silent, deeper mystery lingers into the salty air. A 46-year-old question mark that still haunts everyone. On a damp monsoon morning, June 30th, 1979, the MV Kairali, a vessel that would soon earn the tragic nickname Kerala's Titanic, began what should have been a routine journey. Carrying a massive 20,583 tons of iron ore and a crew of 51 people, including 23 Malayalis, the cargo ship set sail from Marmagao, Goa. Its destination was Rostock in East Germany with a planned stop in Djibouti. It was a trip into the unknown. No one ever saw the MV Kairali or its crew again. What happened to them? Did the sea simply claim the Kairali, pulling into the crushing water? If so, where is the wreckage? How could a ship carrying such an immense cargo of iron ore disappear without leaving a single trace of oil on the vast ocean surface? The questions are endless, haunting the memories of loved ones who waited for them to return home, many of whom are no longer with us today. The MV Kairali was more than just a cargo ship. It was a symbol of pride for the Kerala Shipping Corporation (KSC). Built in Norway in September 1966 as the Oscar sword, the KSC bought it for 5.81 crore, marking it as the very first ship. Renamed MV Kairali, it quickly became known as Kerala's own Kairali. For 3 years, from 1976 to 1979, the Kairali traveled the world carrying goods. Then came that fateful day, June 30th, 1979. The ship sailed onwards to Germany, covering over 500 miles in 4 days. On July 3rd, 1979, the ship's captain, Mariadas Joseph of Kottayam, sent a routine message to Bombay Radio, the official messaging agency.
Control room, this is MV Kairali. The boiler feed pipe in the engine room was broken, so we repaired it. All is well for now.
Little did anyone know that this seemingly harmless update would be the very last communication the world would ever receive from the MV Kairali. After 8 p.m. on July 3rd, the radio silence from the ship became absolute. Yet, this was initially overlooked. The Kairali was expected to refuel off the coast of Djibouti on July 8th. However, 3 days after contact ceased, a message finally reached the Kerala Shipping Corporation from their shipping agent Djibouti.
Hello, this is from Djibouti. MV Kairali fuel is not here yet. Any information about the ship?
Only then did the realization hit the KSC that the ship was missing. However, due to what was later called negligence by the KSC staff, it took another 4 days to officially admit the ship was lost. On July 15th, the Kairali's vanishing act exploded across the headlines of the Kerala press. Tragically, the Indian Navy's search for the ship didn't start until July 16, 1979, 13 days after the ship was lost. Supersonic aircraft and warships searched the vast areas where the MV Kairali was believed to have disappeared, roughly 500 miles from Margao. Not a single trace of the ship could be found. While there was an unconfirmed report of a ship similar to the Kairali passing near Socotra Island in Yemen, investigations in that direction also led nowhere. Captain Mariadas Joseph from Kottayam, Chief Engineer Abi Matai from Ernakulam, Radio Officer Baby Sebastian from Malappuram and 48 other souls, including 23 Malayalis, simply vanished. Their loved ones were left heartbroken, always wondering if their family members was alive or lost to the ocean. there was no comfort or explanation anyone could give them. Captain Maryadas Joseph was a highly experienced and skilled sailor, and his wife, Mary Kuti, steadfastly refused to believe the ship could have simply sunk. Her faith in her husband's capabilities was rock solid. "I'm sure he'll come back. He can even hold back bigger waves." Despite the wait, the crew members' families made serious complaints against KSC. Disturbing reports surfaced that the ship's radar system was malfunctioning even before its departure. Babu Joseph, a relative of Captain Joseph, had written to his wife, Mary Kuti Joseph, on June 26th, stating that the voyage would only begin on July 4 after the radar was repaired. Yet, the captain was allegedly forced to proceed due to political pressure. Furthermore, serious accusation of cooperation in the purchase of second-hand ships and lack of seafaring on cargo handling expertise within the shipping corporation fueled the outrage. A major conflict followed, leading to an inquiry committee consisting of Lakshmana Iyer and Professor Babu Joseph. The report confirmed the negligence of the shipping corporation for not initiating an immediate search despite losing contact with the ship. The committee ultimately concluded that the most likely scenarios were that the cargo might have shifted due to the massive waves causing the ship to sink, or that it had been hijacked by the pirates. Still, for the grieving families, these conclusions offered no real answers. Adding to the complexities, revelation emerged that the cargo had been loaded onto the ship in a completely unscientific manner, exceeding its capacity by thousands of tons. Maritime experts and scientific studies suggest this overloading could have led to the ship's sinking. Yet, the question remained: if such a massive cargo went down, why was there no oil slick or debris field? This glaring absence led many to believe that pirates had attacked MV Kairali and taken the crew hostage. Despite the unanswered question, strong allegation persisted that KSC was more interested in finding the ship's insurance money than in actively pursuing its discovery. From the 6.40 crore rupees received from insurance company, the shipping corporation distributed 37,730 to each employee's family. However, for the relatives of the missing, this sum could never outweigh the immeasurable loss of their loved ones. Mary Kuti, Captain Joseph's wife, held on to hope of her husband's return until she passed away in 2010. The eldest son, James Joseph, followed his father's footsteps, becoming a captain in the Merchant Navy. The younger son, John Joseph, also works on board ship, perhaps carrying a silent hope of finding answers that their family couldn't find. The saga of MV Kairali is more than just an ocean incident. It represents a scar on the lives of its crew and their families. We may never definitively know whether the Kairali plunged into the deep or fell prey to the pirates. But with its enduring mystery, the ocean once again reveals its complex nature, not just a realm of beauty and grace, but also a boundless enigma swallowing secrets into its silence without ever offering a true explanation. What do you believe is the most compelling theory behind the MV Kairali's disappearance?